Hey everyone, welcome back. I'm here with the 1948 Caterpillar D2 with the Traxson loader on it, and today we're going to go ahead and take a closer look at this thing and see what's salvageable, see if the engines are seized up, and hopefully get the transmission in neutral. To start with, I'm going to try to pull this shifter tower off and see if I can see down in the transmission, see what it looks like. This is a brass hammer, so hopefully we don't damage anything. I'm not sure if I've got to take this clutch plate off or not. We'll give it a try. Yeah, feels like it. Well, that don't look great. A lot of moisture in there. There's some cotter pins on there, but they look pretty rusted. Yeah, they'll just turn right off. Threads ever end on these. I really don't want to lose those parts into the transmission. There's a spring and some kind of washer on there, so maybe this will retain them. All right, the clutch levers are disengaged. I think I can pull this out now. Ooh, that's not good. Well, here's what we're looking at. Pretty crusty in there, which is pretty much what I expected. I still think I can get it in neutral, and that's the goal. But good to know what the inside looks like. Might as well pull these bolts and look in the clutch housing. Not the worst thing. There's probably some good parts in there. Maybe not. I'm gonna spray all this stuff up and let it sit a while. Curious if there's water in this oil. I'm sure there's lots of condensation, but there's a little bit down there, but not as much as I expected. I'm gonna see if I can get this shift tower out and get this shifter moving. Sometimes candle wax will free up some stuck things if you melt the wax in and let it cool. Success! Not much left of that retainer. It'll shift now, but add that to the list of would-be's. I'm going to leave all this apart so I can assemble this back together, and if I need that access hole for anything, I'll have it. Now back to this mess. This is the one that's in gear. You can see these two are lined up. This one's in gear, so we're going to minimally try to get that back to neutral, but it'd be nice if I could get all three to go into the detents, but we'll see. So it looks like the shift fork, like the shaft here, is not loose, but not near as seized as the actual gear is on the shaft down there. So I'm going to try to do some prying around. It doesn't seem like that wants to move at all, which kind of expected. But this gear right here, we need to shift backwards. I also just noticed something else. That clutch housing actually has water standing in it about halfway up. Let's see if I can get some stuff off that shaft splines. What I think that's happening now is the gear is loose and the shaft is somewhat loose, but I think the detent ball is seized up in the bore in here. So I'm going to go ahead and heat this part up and see if it'll come loose. Try this air hammer. Oh, I should have done that to start with. Well, I might as well try to move the rest while I'm in here. That one might not be lined up. Yeah, I don't think the gear's lined up on that one. Well, that's better. Now I'm also really curious if the diesel engine on this is stuck. I know the pony engine is probably seized. It looks like it had got water in it and even frozen broke the drain tube. But the diesel engine, the oil level looks about right. It doesn't look like it has moisture in it. So I'm going to try to pull off this front panel and see if I can get something on the crank and see if it'll turn over.
It's turning. No. One broke. Broke loose. That was going to go.
Quicker way to get them off.
It's not as heavy.
It's got a buffer on the back. I don't think it's going to, but
You never know.
you don't.
Okay, well, something's given.
Something a little bit.
Nuts turning.
Try the other direction.
Terry, you're going the wrong direction.
Yeah.
Bolt. Can't believe that came loose.
Push on that with your, get up here, push on it with your leg.
Something's moving.
Yeah, it's not the engine, it's the shaft between those. Don't strip that nut out though.
Mm-hmm. You think that's what's going on?
Well, the engine's not budging a lick. Yeah, you stop, you're gonna strip that. Yeah, it's the coupler. Whatever is in between the engine and this is the only thing given. It's not the engine. The engine's seized. So. And just for giggles, I'm gonna see if the pony engine is by some miracle not stuck. I'm gonna call it stuck. Something's wiggling there, but there may be some chance that one piston is loose and the other one is stuck, but so you can see the diesel engine is seized, the pony engine is seized, and the transmission is rough. The clutch housing has water in it. The fuel tank for the pony engine I just looked in, it is very rusted. Not a lot of good going for it here. I did have a little bit of hope for the diesel engine because the oil is clean and right up on the full mark of the dipstick, not over full, and it didn't look corroded. So there actually may still be hope for that engine, and maybe someday I'll see about pulling it out and getting it running separately. But this 90-degree elbow has this seam on it, and that seam will go directly down into the exhaust manifold. So I think it has got some moisture in it, minimally some condensation over the years, because this wasn't taped up, this was completely open. So it's still looking like yard art, which is what I bought it for, so not really disappointed, but figured I'd give it a chance before we really committed it to that. Before I put everything back together, I'm gonna take this hood off, try to take that exhaust piece and get a good look under here. Just see if I can see if the heads have been cracked anywhere from moisture, or just any other clues on it, if there's good parts under here or not. Now, that's a testament to old hardware. That's amazing that that didn't break off. See if you can show you down in there. There's a rat's nest down in the bottom of that. So that's no good. It's not water, but that's no good either. I feel like while we're in here, it'd be kind of silly if I didn't at least pull the valve cover and see what that looks like. Well, this actually all looks really good. So that's good to know if we ever run into a tractor that needs an engine. This one still may have hope. I was expecting a lot of condensation in there, but that looks great. Since both engines are seized, I even tried to throw a crescent wrench on the crank of this one and jumped on it a few times, and it's not budging. But seeing what's under the valve covers of this one, there's still some decent parts in these things, so I'm gonna go ahead and put some ATF down the exhaust of each of them. That way, if it ever does get disassembled in the future, whoop, there'll be a little bit something to help us out. Well, I pretty much got everything back together on it. Went ahead and put all these covers back on, put some silicone in a few spots, try to keep the rain out. I didn't adjust anything, that's why the hand clutch levers for the turning clutches are still kicked back like that. But before we drag it back off of the trailer, I'm going to haul it up and get it weighed, because these tires have 80 pounds of air in them and they're still squatting pretty good. So just curious what it weighs. I'm gonna go ahead and pull the drain plug on the bell housing. bit of water in there. Oh, she don't weigh nothing.
Yeah.
It's lighter than 7030, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Now I got to make a spot to put that crawler. Back behind me here I think will be a good spot. It's up on high ground. It shouldn't flood over here. There's a little bit of firewood in this area and some old pallets there. I'm gonna clean all this up, cut a spot out for it, and we'll try to winch it back into that area. Got a nice little spot cleared out here. Planning to bead back trailer in and winch it off that way. It'll sit right about here. All right, everything's set up using this as a dead man block on that crevice right there down to the drawbar of this. Hopefully the stump will keep it from moving too far. Got some 6x6s on the ground that hopefully it'll end up on. Some skids not to catch the ramps. Tires are blocked. Brakes are locked on the truck in 4-wheel drive. See if this works.
Back here. You pulled it.
I ain't gonna work.
I would clear this and get to 155 and see if that'll do it. It's the only thing I know. I ain't so sure that's gonna work.
Well, I'm not getting anywhere. Pulling the stump as I had as my deadhead out of the ground. Looks like it's ripping the roots and everything right out. Before I try something else, I'm gonna jack the front of the crawler up and try to slide these boards under it a little ways. Get a little less friction on that deck. I think that's probably enough.
Should be. I would hope, yeah, hopefully.
Yeah, we're just dragging a tractor. This setup isn't working, so he's gonna go get his 155 again, and we're actually gonna see if we can just drag it straight off with that. Do they still look lined up? Hey, hold up, hold up. Oh! Really easy.
Or?
Yeah, like 3 inches. Oh!
Hey, your track's flexing.
What's flexing?
Ah, right there in the front, right behind the roller. Look. A jacket? Felt like it hooked on something. I'm guessing your ramp? No?
You should be fine. They're all a V.
Okay, alright.
Oh, ho, ho. Let me hold the brakes.
Okay. You off?
Yeah, by a lot.
Oh, okay.
Well, there you go. The 1948 Caterpillar D2 is back on the ground. That was no easy task. It was a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. The stump gave out on me, and maybe that's a good thing. But we got it down, got it on some 6x6s, so hopefully it's a year or two before it's back down to ground level. Nothing decays too much more than it already is. But that's where it's going to stay until someone, probably me, is ambitious enough to get it moving again. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.